Hey guys, Joe from Level Up Property and Oz Property Investors. This is exciting. You're just about to download the free Deal Crunch calculator. So that means you're an active investor making shit happen. So congratulations for doing that. The whole point of this calculator is it's 100% free. You guys get to take this away and use it. So the goal is to crunch deals within 30 seconds or faster, to identify whether this opportunity is actually an opportunity or if it's an absolute dud. So this calculator's got built in stamp duties automated. We've got the 5 metrics that you actually need to care about and assess as a property investor. We've got equity release calculators. We've got auto interest calculation, positive or negatively gearing. Is this property going to cost me money? Also, then you can play around with the interest rate and see, okay, well, interest rates are dropping. What does that mean for me? Estimated growth calculation as well. So you can actually go back. This property was sold in 2003. It sold for $510,000. It's now worth $650. How much capital growth is that over the past couple of years? And it'll give you that calculation to know, wow, this property's grown 5, 6, 7% annually compounded. We got renovation calculators, all of that stuff. The whole point of this video is to run you through how to use this tool so that you can go out there and do it. Now, in using this tool, we have already made the assumption that you guys have assessed your financial situation, right? You know that property investing is for you and you can actually afford to go out there and do it. You've assessed your borrowing ability, your serviceability. You've had a look at all of the assets and resources that you have here, which is what we call crafting your strategy plan. So what properties do I need and when do I need them? And how do I make sure that this is not just a purchase, it's actually forming the overall strategy? Then you need to create your property plan. That's what does this deal need to be to allow me to get into the next one? And it fits in that longer term property plan. And then obviously you have done a comprehensive deep dive into the suburb, looking at all of the data that backs this suburb up. And then now we've got the suburb that we need, we're going to crunch the data. So how the heck does this spreadsheet work? Super easy, super simple. So you should be on this page here. Now you have one of 2 options. You can choose to level up your property portfolio, right? This component here is a part. So this free Deal Crunch calculator is a part, one little section of the overall pie of the Level Up Property course. So the whole point of this course is to take you from knowing absolutely nothing about property, or you may already have 5 properties, to creating a portfolio that gives you eventually $150,000 in passive income with every single step in the process along the way so that you never miss out. So a big part of that is the Deal Crunch calculator. So how do I assess the deals quickly? You know, other core components may be, how do I get agents to give me off markets? When I'm speaking to these agents, how do I negotiate these deals to be able to get them from them? But that is what you want to do. So if that is something that you're interested in, how do we get access to a tool like that? All you need to do is click Level Up Now or book a call, and we will then help. You'll then go through this questionnaire and see if this is a fit for you. If we're just needing the Deal Crunch calculator, all you go here is to the right and you click Download Free Deal Crunch Calculator. So that's going to come up with the Google Sheet. Now, this is on Google Sheets, which is a Google product. So you will need a Google account to be able to do this. If you don't have one of them, sign up. It's free. I don't get access to it or anything like that. This is made a copy of our spreadsheet onto your computer. So we don't see this spreadsheet whatsoever. It's there for you. But this is what you get access to. So let's have a look here. So we're going to zoom in and then you go to, well, step 1, you're going to make a file, make a copy, watch the tutorial, which is this, go to Deal Crunch Calculator, which is here, update the data in all the yellow tabs. So this is a Level Up Deal Crunch Calculator. So what you do is you've got the suburb, and then you choose how much you want to pay for it. So what are you paying for in this suburb? Well, this property here, I really like it at $540,000. That's what the true market value is. Obviously, you would have done the comparable sales matrix that we've got inside the course to be able to identify the high, low, and mid-range value of this property so that you can go out there and buy. But let's say that you've been able to negotiate this property while using all of the tools and tactics that we talk about for $540,000. But you're also wanting to do a renovation to it. So we know that the after reno value is going to be $650,000. Now, that may not be for you. So if you're not doing a renovation, just leave that slide blank. And I might just leave that blank for now. Deposit, just so you know, you don't need a 20% deposit. You can get away with a 10% deposit. You can get away with a 12% deposit. Speak with a qualified broker to give you that advice. That tells you how much loan you have, what the deposit amount will be. So you need $64,000. Estimated stamp duty. It's got automated stamp duty built in. New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, all of that kind of stuff there as well. So let's say that this is a Victoria purchase. That's going to cost around about $27,000. Now, one thing to mention on this tool is this is not financial advice. This is all of these numbers are incorrect, right? This is assumptions only. LMI, so you're going to have to pay some LMI if you go for 12%, and then you've got renovation costs. So there we go. Total cash down, super valuable number. How much money do I need to put in this property to be able to get access to it? I need to put down $109,000. Do I have that? Probably a great question to ask yourself. Have you got $109,000 of cash or $109,000 of usable equity? Yes, I do. Fantastic. We can buy that. You can see how much the debt is on it. Total $591,000, which means you have $60,000 worth of equity. Now, if we buy this property, spend $15,000 on a renovation, it will then turn to $650,000 because we're really good at renovations. That then means you've got $168,000 worth of equity there. Let's assume that this property is going to grow at 7%. Right? Put it at whatever you want. 4%? Oh, well, 4% in a year means that it's going to grow in year one at $21,000. At 7, it's $37,000, et cetera, et cetera. So in 1 year, and you've boosted the value, you've increased the value of this by $147,000. Enter in whatever you want. Only edit the yellows. Then we have interest only. Are you going to do interest only or principal and interest? Are you going to do it at 6% or 7% or 4.5%? Whatever it is, that's going to fundamentally change this negative and positive cash flow number, but we won't get there just yet. As I said at the beginning of this, you can enter in how much this property sold for. The other thing is all these other tabs, you need to sign up to the Level Up course to get full access to this. So the hot suburb finder, the personal balance sheet, the property plan, the wealth acquisition tracker, the personal net worth, and then the wealth strategy plan. All of those are included in the Level Up property course to help you level up your investing. But this is the free Deal Crunch calculator. So anyway, this property sold in 2022 for, let's say, $130,000. That's great. And it is now worth $630,000. It's now worth, $650,000, whatever the number is. That is 22 years at 7.3%. Awesome. That's good to know. So for the last 22 years, it's given us 3%. Fantastic. Okay. That means if our property, now I'm going to move my little face out the way here. If our property has a rental of $650, so 650,000 purchase, 540 purchase, gives us a 6.3% gross yield. What's really important though is our net yield. Okay. That's a very key number. Our generic growth on capital return. This is how much growth we've had with the amount of capital that we've put in. So our total ROI, and all of these numbers are broken down to what they mean. Very important numbers to be aware of. Now, all of these expenses are factored in. If you get a different number, enter it in. So these are just estimates. It's 1.5% of a 30% breakdown, but essentially council rates here are $2,400, which means you've got negative estimated repayments on principal and interest, estimated repayments on principal interest only, $21,000 to total $32,000 of negative with $650 a week rent or $670 a week rent, right? You can see the difference that this makes. So this calculator is absolutely unreal. It gives you access to everything that you need as a property investor so that you can go out there, crunch the numbers that matter, and don't worry about anything else. So if you just looked at that deal and you're like, oh my gosh, that deal actually fits in perfectly with my portfolio, you can go for it, make it happen, negotiate, secure the deal. If it's like, whoa, that's way too much negative cash flow for what we can afford, saved you hours and hours of more due diligence. So there are stages to your due diligence. This is a core component of it. You guys get free access to this. If you want to learn more and you want to understand how we do this for everyday Australians so that they can go out there and build a scalable portfolio. Then all you need to do is reach out to the Level Up Property course. It is created by Jeff and I. We've put our blood, sweat, and tears into this and created hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equity by doing this. And all you need to do is book a call. We do not just take anyone off the streets to be able to see if there's a fit. Our goal is to help you achieve the property goals that you have and go out there and crush it. If you have any questions, go to levelupproperty.com or just jump in the comments, give us a bell. You know where to find us. Have a great one. Good luck, guys.